Doki? Is it okay to play Doki? Every time. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, like highly disturbing content. I agree. Okay, let's go. Yay! This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Alright, that's really interesting, okay? That's really interesting. Yeah, we'll just... I don't... Don't pressure me! Okay, back to the name. Please enter your name. Who do I want to be today? Okay, Velociraptor it is. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. I hope I pronounced that right. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of the friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it is just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha ha, saying Sayori. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Velociraptor. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine, said Sayori. But you did wait for me after all. And I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. And we draw near the streets became increasingly packed with the other students making their daily commute. By the way, Velociraptor, I clearly picked up the perfect name. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Huh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I am sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay, we see the different. I guess we're in the classroom. The school day is as ordinary as ever and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. I know. Been there. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs and I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, said Sayori. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own clubs. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh, we're definitely going to that. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I am 90% sure she's only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Okay, that sounds sweet. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Fine, I'll stop by a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay, girl number... She wasn't there. She was on the main picture for the Doki Literature Club. Girl number 1. She looks cute though. Welcome to the Literature Club. It is a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? That's a girl number 2. She was as well on the... She was as well on the main poster for this game. Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, girl number... Okay, so we play a boy, okay. Ah, Velociraptor, what a nice surprise. She was as well on the picture, by the way. Welcome to the club. Okay. Hi. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say that. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, so her name is Natsuki, right? Huh. Say Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she is probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody, saying Sayori. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girl. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. I hope I pronounced it Yuri right as well. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right, okay, so we already know Monika. It is great to see you again, Velociraptor. Oh, I picked up a perfect name for that. Monika smiles sweetly. Velociraptor smiles sweetly as well. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. She was an athlete. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come, sit down, Velociraptor. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I'll get them! Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I cannot change my voice. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Am I supposed to choose right now? No, okay. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, whereas Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I feel like every time I pronounce it this, Sayori. Sayori, Sayori, Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-ta! Wow! Okay, that doesn't look good. That looks like a scared face to me, no? Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like a little cat. Like a little cat? The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, okay, so happy, so cute. I bet it's adorable. Can we see a picture of that? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Heh heh heh. Well, now you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It is delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Huh? Made them for you or anything? Right? Okay. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down at the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess, my tea is here. Never say no to a good cup of tea, guys. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy the tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika. Oh, every time I want to read it differently. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, that made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically drugged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I am surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I am fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I am confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best, you know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. So, Velociraptor, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with the deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take an advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I would have I cannot read. Really? I wouldn't have expected Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Is it already we got a fishing rod being thrown to us like that? Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, just Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Natsuki is really into Velociraptor, I will say it that way. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of the scrap paper behind last club meeting, and it looked like you were working on a poem called Don't say that! Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. I don't know why. She's probably not doing like that. She's like, hey. That sounds like a Peter Griffin. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Not a very confident writer yet, right? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have the writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yuri making a face like, I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in the silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Let's do it. Sayori is always up for the party. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Velociraptor? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there is still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining to the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I actually never said that I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. They're so sad. But I'm sorry, I thought... Well, Velociraptor. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for a cupcake, I would be super best. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Officially, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Velociraptor, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Velociraptor, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? I mean, the answer is yes, no? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I actually have to write? I literally have to write a poem? Are you kidding me? It is a time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So I can choose like... Okay, so let's go for pink. Okay, so I gotta choose like outside of... Okay. Okay, let's try to make a store of that pink. Let's say it's going to be sunrise, okay? Sunrise. Horror. I like horror kind of as well, but... Frightening, no, it's like... There's... In a good poem, there is supposed to be a bit of the horror, maybe frightening as well, but... Let's go for a little bit of horror. Oh, okay, so that's like... It shows me who... Oh, okay, I don't know. No, wait, they're just moving different ways, right? Oh yeah, they're just moving. Okay, never mind that. Contamination, electricity. No, there should be something... Maybe a little bit of excitement as well. Oh, she moved, okay. Kitty, there's supposed to be a kitty, okay? Something about... Not hopeless, no, but something about... Sensation, okay? Let's go for that. It's good. Kiss. Let's go for kiss, okay? There's like this horror, kiss, pink. All seems good to me. Sunset. What about how we all seem to be so small in the eyes of the universe? You know, like their troubles, about their love, their forbidden love, and how that works, the sunset, the horror of that. This is like Romeo and Juliet. Okay, let's go with the universe. There's supposed to be some kind of adventure as well, right? I first read like as a Soviet. I would go for that. Okay, Damn, they're moving closer. What the hell? Oh no, okay. Yeah, get out. Let's go for... No, Fluffy's like... Okay, let's go for Fluffy. Let's go for love. Fireflies. Holiday. Special. Passion. Let's go for passion. For romance. Romantic hair. Puppy. Bubbles. Valentine. Cry. I don't know what to choose. Let's go for puppy. Okay. If I will choose dark, then she will be, right? Because she said to me that she's into horrors. Let's... No, but I don't know. Okay, if I choose love, who would be? I think her. Oh no, okay, that was Monika. Let's go for fantasy. Damn, the graveyard is really giving me your vibes, huh? Memories. Okay. Destiny. Ooh, okay. Let's go for bliss. Okay, it looks like the last word to pick up. Let's go for whisper. Okay. So now it's going to be like a whole kind of a poem with the words I picked up. So I guess it's all gonna depend whatever... Wait, is... Is my poem going to depend from each word that I chose? I don't know. Let's see. Hi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Okay, well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Velociraptor. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Aye, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. And I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Velociraptor always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it is distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. He said so, hehe. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You Velociraptor can become a good friends too. What am I just sign up myself for here? What is that? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Oh, come on, what is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about that. Oh, come on, now I'm curious what she brought in there. Okay. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you want to. This is... How is the girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Oh, Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. That festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature clubs sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with some most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it is a literature event. So it's very important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point, said Monika. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes, and I agree with that, even though I would love to see the picture of those kitty cupcakes, okay? That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested that? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I am hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about the things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh-ah! Wait, I just did a sound like a baby cries, but I think it was just the sound of him waking up. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Okay. I nearly fall out my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You will need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It is true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's not your business. It's a secret. I knew that. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it is written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out of... Your hair... I zoomed out. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Oh, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There is more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there is a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Okay. You don't even keep your blaze buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I'm getting a weird vibes right now. This is so funny. Okay, Like, Sayori is literally staring right now into my soul. She's saying, well, what is it weird? I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about that, stupid. It's okay though. I am happy we are like this. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to go? What the hell am I reading right now? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Well, because she got a boobs. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you. And how is that? So she never... I cannot... So she has like a vest, right? And under that she has a short, which she never buttoned up. How would it look like? I just cannot... Is she trying to flirt with him? Fine, fine. It sounds like an old married couple already, you know? Okay, everyone. Huh? Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Let's go for Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can't trust her opinion, to be fair. She stares at the poem. Time goes, and she's still reading that. I forgot to start speaking. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. So either it's bad, either is really, really bad, either is really, really good. I guess that it might be after reading through that. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It is fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It is just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts of her demeanor totally changes. Her submarine is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with the practice and learning by example and trying the new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I should be talking about people like that. Sorry. It is fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I barely can freaking read that. Ghost under the light. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was thinking about that. But it took you a long time to read. You noticed that, right? Well, just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it is short, it was really descriptive. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Velociraptor. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. That's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. The next one who I'm going to read is going to be Sayori. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Velociraptor! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, imagine she would say right now, yeah, I did overreact as a complete maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Part of it, I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it is not just a poem, it's a Velociraptor's poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Shit. You're so weird, Sayori. I cannot I write it sometimes as well, and every time I read it I say Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It is a secret, but I trust you too. But it wasn't for you I could sleep forever. But I am not mad. I want breakfast. I like that. I like that. You know, it's like, I'm not mad. I'm just hungry. You know, it's just a hunger. I like that. That's so deep, you know? That's so deep. I like that. I like that. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yes. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It is bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Okay, let's go for Monika. Hi. Wait, is she wearing the same outfit as Sayori? Wait, are they all wearing the same outfits and I just noticed that now? Having a good time so far. Yeah, good. Glad to hear that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I am always listening. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in a different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that's the kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not to be very good. Because I have to sound confident. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me, see? So what do you think? It's a very free form, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for a feedback. Yeah, you couldn't really catch there any rhythm, I guess. That's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What about the inspiration behind this one? Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here is Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle on the ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Natsuki. We're just staring at each other. Well, it is about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad, it just didn't evoke my emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. You can fry and you can cry, you can run and you can hide, you can be the better self, you can be there in the shelf. You can put yourself up skies, you can put yourself to dirt, anyway you will be there sooner or later or today. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like that. No, I like it, that was really deep. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like that? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that I'm writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of the poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about that. Yeah, I fully understand that. I said that the second I saw that all people can do is just try. It's actually, it's actually quite interesting because if you look at it from the other perspective, apart all jokes what I said, yeah, I'm not so sure if I'm going to put that on the end video. I'm not so sure I will put all of this in the video I told on the YouTube, but I'm just playing out of curiosity. Dasha, if you're watching that, you're put me up to that. You're put me up to that, okay? You know what people can do? People only can try. Okay, I can yap. What you can do? Okay, no, but really, you kind of can understand the meaning of that, right? As well as every other poem that was written, there's like some meaning behind to that. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up rhythm at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, that's it for today. That's it for the video would be, right? And what should I show my poem next? I already did it to everyone, what the hell? It wasn't recording all the shit